Most people assume that success, wealth, and influence are byproducts of hard work, luck, or sheer intelligence. But what if that were just a carefully constructed illusion? What if the real architects of this world, those who sit behind closed doors shaping economies, industries, and even belief systems, have known something you haven't? The truth is, manifestation isn't wishful thinking, nor is it some mystical accident. It's a science of frequency, a game of perception, and the reason why 99% of people struggle is simple. They've been trained to play by rules that were never designed to let them win. The question isn't whether you have the power to shift reality, it's whether you've been conditioned to forget how. From the moment you're born, everything around you works to install a framework of limitation. School, it rewards memorization, not creation. Work, it turns you into an extension of someone else's vision. Even your emotions, fear, doubt, hesitation, are not random. They are programmed reactions designed to keep you predictable, compliant, and most importantly, locked into a specific vibrational bandwidth. The few who break free don't do so by accident. They understand something crucial. Reality bends not to those who want it to change, but to those who refuse to accept it as it is. That's the difference between those who create wealth and those who chase it, between those who dictate outcomes and those who suffer them. But here's where it gets truly unsettling. The real secret isn't just about shifting your thoughts or raising your vibration. It's about disrupting the very structure of the reality you've been sold. It's about seeing beyond the facade, recognizing the signals, and realizing that everything you've been taught about effort, struggle, and achievement is a decoy. The elite don't achieve success. They step into pre-existing blueprints of abundance that are hidden in plain sight. They don't try to change reality. They access a different version of it. The difference? They know how to shift timelines at will. Most people don't. But once you see it, once you truly grasp what's at play, you can't unsee it. And that's when things start to get dangerous. Because breaking free from this invisible energy trap comes with a cost. If reality is so fluid, why do most people feel trapped? Why does success, wealth, and personal transformation seem like an endless chase for the majority, while a select few seem to already have access to everything? The answer is unsettling. You were never meant to manifest freely. The world you live in, its systems, its structures, even the beliefs you unconsciously hold, functions like a massive energetic containment field, designed to keep you vibrating at a level where true manifestation becomes nearly impossible. And the most dangerous part? You've been conditioned to believe that this isn't happening. You've been told that the struggle is natural, that effort is the only path to success, that luck favors the deserving. But the truth? The game was rigged before you even knew you were playing. This trap isn't just mental, it's frequency-based. Every fear you've ever felt, every doubt that whispers in the back of your mind, every financial struggle, every failed relationship, they're all part of a carefully calibrated system that feeds off your low vibrational energy. Think about it. Stress, anxiety, and self-doubt aren't just personal emotions. They are collective frequencies designed to keep the masses out of sync with their true power. Why do you think the world constantly bombards you with distractions, fear-based news, artificial urgency? Because the moment you realize that reality doesn't work the way you were told, the entire system begins to fall apart. But here's what they don't tell you. Escaping this trap isn't about fighting it, it's about outgrowing it. The most powerful manifestors don't fix their problems or fight against the system. They shift into a completely different energetic reality where those problems don't even exist. They move beyond scarcity, beyond struggle, beyond the illusion of limitation. They understand that effortless manifestation isn't a reward for working harder. It's the default state when you stop feeding the illusion. The only question is, are you willing to unplug from the old paradigm and step into a completely new one? Because the next step isn't about what you do, it's about who you become. Most people think manifestation is about wanting something badly enough, but desire alone doesn't bend reality. Frequency does. The reason only 1% of people consistently manifest their dreams isn't luck, talent, or even effort. It's because they operate on a completely different vibrational level than the rest. They don't chase wealth, love, or success. They embody it. And this is where most people get stuck. They focus on the absence of what they want, unknowingly reinforcing the very reality they're trying to escape. The elite manifestors, they bypass this entirely. They live as if their desires are already real, not as a trick, not as a mental exercise, but as a fundamental shift in consciousness. This isn't just philosophy, it's physics. Law of attraction isn't about thoughts alone, it's about the energy signature behind those thoughts. Two people can say the exact same affirmation, but one remains stuck while the other sees instant results. Why? Because the subconscious mind doesn't respond to words, it responds to state. Most people unknowingly sabotage their manifestations because they are still operating from a frequency of lack, even when they think they are being positive. It's like trying to tune into a radio station while stuck on the wrong frequency. No matter how hard you try, you won't hear the music because you're not aligned with it. Neville Goddard called this living in the end. But here's what most people misunderstand. It's not about acting as if, it's about becoming. True manifestation isn't about manipulating external reality. It's about embodying the version of you that already has what you seek. The elite don't sit around waiting for evidence. They don't look for signs. They are the sign. And once you understand how to shift into this state of being, everything around you starts to reshape itself. Opportunities appear. People respond to you differently. Reality bends in ways you never imagined. And that's when you realize you were never really manifesting things. You were always manifesting yourself. But here's where it gets even deeper. What if this shift isn't just about personal success, but about something much, much bigger? Most people assume the ultra-successful simply have better habits. Wake up early, work harder, stay disciplined. But what if that was just the surface-level narrative? What if the real reason the elite manifestors seem to bend reality at will isn't about effort, but about energetic precision? The truth is, the 1% don't operate the way the rest of the world does. They follow rituals, but not the kind you've been taught. These are not superstitions, routines, or self-improvement tactics. They are energetic recalibrations, intentional acts designed to align their frequency with a pre-existing timeline where their desires are already real. This is why their manifestations appear effortless, because they're not creating anything. They're simply accessing what's already there. One of the most powerful rituals? Reality scripting. But not the way you think. Most people write goals, affirmations, vision boards, yet nothing changes. Why? Because they script from a state of wanting rather than a state of having. The elite do it differently. They don't write about the future. They write as if they're remembering the past, describing experiences that have already happened with such emotional intensity that their subconscious has no choice but to accept it as real. The mind doesn't distinguish between memory and imagination, and this is the loophole that changes everything. Another unseen ritual? Mental transmutation. the ability to neutralize external reality and dictate inner state no matter the circumstances. Average people react to life. The elite manifestors, they override it. If things collapse, they don't spiral. If they lose money, they don't panic. They know that reactivity reinforces reality, while neutrality rewrites it. This is the ultimate difference. While most people let circumstances define their energy, the 1% let their energy redefine circumstances. And once you master this, once you understand that reality is a feedback loop responding to your internal world, you stop trying to force manifestation and start letting it flow through you. But there's still one final hidden layer to this process, something even deeper that most never realize. Here's the most mind-bending truth about manifestation. You're not actually creating anything. You're selecting it. Every possible version of your life already exists, playing out simultaneously across infinite timelines. The reason most people feel stuck isn't because they're not manifesting correctly, but because they're unconsciously locked into a single version of reality, one where struggle, limitation, and lack seem inevitable. But what if shifting into an entirely different reality was no more difficult than changing the channel on a TV? What if you could step into the version of you that already has everything you desire right now without waiting, hoping, or earning it? This is where timeline collapsing comes in. Time, as you've been taught, is an illusion. It doesn't move forward, it moves outward. Every decision, every belief, every emotion is reinforcing a specific trajectory. The elite don't wait for success, for love, for wealth. They step into a reality where it's already normal. They bypass the illusion of time by acting, feeling, and thinking as if their desired future has already occurred. And here's the paradox. When you stop looking for evidence of your manifestation, it arrives. Because the moment you need proof, you're telling reality that you don't truly believe it's already done. And reality mirrors belief, not desire. So how do you do it? The simplest yet most advanced shift: detach from the old you. The version of you who doubts, worries, waits, hesitates. That identity belongs to a timeline where your desires never materialize. The 1% don't force change, they become the change. They make peace with the unknown. They trust the unseen. They act as if their new reality is already inevitable. And once you do the same, you'll experience something eerie, almost supernatural. Your external world will start rearranging itself in ways you never imagined. New opportunities, strange coincidences, people treating you differently, because you're no longer on the same energetic wavelength. Most people will hear this and do nothing. They'll nod, feel a spark of inspiration, maybe even say, "That makes sense," and then go right back to the same patterns, the same limiting beliefs, the same old timeline. But a few, just a few, will see this as a breaking point, a doorway, a signal that their reality is no longer something to observe, but something to command. The question is, which one are you? Because the truth is, you don't need more time to shift your life. You don't need more signs, more evidence, more external validation. Everything you need to rewrite your reality is already inside you, waiting for you to finally step into it. So what will it be? Will you keep waiting for your circumstances to change? Or will you become the person who changes circumstances at will? Drop a comment below and tell me, what's the first shift you're making right now?